Time Walk with Me.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Time Walk with me. I am the Time Walker, and as usual, I'm doing something very different in this video. This deck features a custom commander designed by me. It is the Amazing Spider-Man. I figured it's a good time to do this before the Marvel Universe's Beyond set comes out. So this commander is a 4/5 human that costs 2 generic, 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 red mana to cast. It has haste, reach, and ward 4. For 3 generic mana, you can tap target untapped creature or artifact. Then it gets a little complicated. I wanted to simulate stronger creatures not being tied up by the webbing for as long as weaker creatures. So the creature gets 4 stun counters if its power is 0, 3 if its power is 1, 2 if its power is 2, 1 if its power is 3, and none if its power is 4 or more. I should have given non-creature artifacts stun counters too, but I guess I overlooked that. Let's just say they get 2. Maybe 3, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Tell me how many you think they should get. Spider-Man's last ability is a drawback and an advantage. Because Spider-Man pulls his punches to avoid killing his foes, I made it so that he can't deal lethal damage to creatures. And since he's so good at avoiding damage himself, no source can deal lethal damage to him. I guess I could have just prevented all damage to him. I guess it's a work in progress. You'll find a link in the description to the site I used to make this card if you want to make some of your own. Spider-Man webs people up, so I figured I'd add some cards that also do that, but cheaper. With your opponent's creatures tapped, you can get attacks through. Spider-Man doesn't kill creatures, but he's happy to kill opponents. Alibaba. For 1 red mana and without tapping, Alibaba taps walls. Icy Manipulator, Ring of Gix, Icebind Pillar, Hilda's Crown of Winter. These artifacts all tap stuff down for 1 mana. They fit in well with the deck because Spider-Man's web shooters are also artifacts. Enervate, Bluster Squall, Gigadrowse, Hithlane Knots, Mind Games, Freeze in Place. Except for Freeze in Place, these are all instants that tap stuff down for cheaper than Spider-Man's ability. Freeze in Place is a sorcery, but it makes up for that shortcoming by putting a ton of stun counters on its target. And Harrier Strix. One of the best things about Spider-Man is his ability to triumph over adversity. That's why I put in a bunch of disasters that only he is likely to survive thanks to his last ability. Anger of the Gods, Rolling Earthquake, Inferno, Klauth's Will, Brotherhood's End, Firespout, Earthquake, Hammerfist Giant, Pyrohemia, Star of Extinction, Scourge of Care Ridges, Hour of Devastation, Starstorm, Blasphemous Act, Spiteful Banditry, Hurricane, Savage Twister, Wildfire, Magmaquake, Jawari, the Earth of Flame, Storm's Wrath, and Fault Line. I included an eclectic mix of removal types because just destroying things goes against Spider-Man's philosophy. There's a little of it in case it's needed, but in this deck there's usually another way. Conquer, Annex, Boomerang, Unsummon, Counterspell, Cancel, Beast Within, Raven Form, and Desert Twister. We got Ral, Caller of Storms. This is here mostly to draw extra cards, but if its ultimate ability were to go off, that would be good. Regrowth and Balaged Recovery. These last 2 are in here in case I want to bring something back from the dead. The cards that comprise this deck's draw, ramp, and land sections aren't all that interesting or important. What matters here is that there's enough of it in there. The draw section has 7 cards and includes Abundance, my favorite green enchantment. The ramp section has 11 cards and includes Gilded Lotus, Arcane Signet, Thought Vessel, and Soul Ring. There are 35 lands like in all my commander decks, and because Icebind Pillar is in the deck, the basic lands are all snow-covered. If you want to see which cards I picked, the link in the description should work. Keep in mind that Spider-Man isn't an official card, so I use Lara Croft as a substitute. So that's it. That's my Spider-Man custom commander deck. Tell me what you think, and while you're at it, subscribe to be notified of future videos. I'll see you next time.